Just kidding. There's absolutely nothing on this board right now, but there's about to be. There's about to be some really cool stuff on this board because I'm going to show you guys how to use templates to be able to do better at affiliate marketing. And we're going to talk about 4 specific templates today. We're going to talk about bonus pages. Those are basically where you create a specific page where you're offering a bonus when people purchase an affiliate offer through you. We're going to be talking about review posts, and this is in no particular order. I actually don't even know the order we're going in today, Robbie, because I'm going to go in whatever order my notes are in, and I don't know what they're in. And we're going to talk about resources pages, which we talked about before, but we're going to dive deep into kind of the template for that. And then we're going to talk about comparison guides. This is where you do product comparison. So product A versus B versus C, and you do different comparisons of those. So I am super stoked about this. Full disclosure, we're going to talk about something at the end that we kind of jumped the gun on a little bit earlier this week because I was so stinking excited. That we have formed a partnership with another company where we're going to be able to make this super easy for you. And I'm like, yeah, you guys can go buy this and sign up for it. No, you can't. Oops. So we're going to show you how to do it. What we're going to talk about today is platform neutral. So I won't mention all the platforms. There's a couple dozen different platforms out there. I don't even need to mention them. You can do this on pretty much any platform that there is if you follow these templates. So I'm going to do one thing first, which is adjust my camera a little bit. I realize it's a little high up and doesn't need to be. So let's give everybody vertigo real quick. I'll find a way. Close enough. I think it's exactly where I started with, but that's about as good as I can do. So we're going to go through, and I've got some notes up on my screen to make sure that I get this right. I will go ahead and tell you, stick around because at the end, I'm going to show you how you can get all of these templates completely for free. So feel free to take screenshots if you want. Feel free to take good notes and write this out. But if you want to grab a PDF, it's like a 13, 14-page PDF with all these templates in there, you can. And then we'll also share a way where you can get access to be able to easily create these templates super fast. You know, like I will just tell you right now, the resources page template that we're going to talk about, it took me about 16 hours probably to create our resources page. Well, we have 3 pages. We have our recommended reading, our actual toolbox page, and then our products. That took me like 16 solid hours. We're going to share at the end how you can create these in a matter of just a few hours as opposed to 16. How to create a review post instead of it taking 4, 5, 6 hours, cut it down to 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Save you a lot of time over the course of a year. Before we dive in, and I'm going to be whiteboarding up here, make sure you drop in the chat and let us know where you're joining us from. Always love to know the different locales that people are joining us from. And then if you have any questions as we're going along, if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. Robbie can interrupt me and ask those questions or hold them till the end. They don't have to necessarily be about what we're talking about today. They can be general affiliate marketing. We'll talk about those. But I'm ready. I'm going to dive right in, Robbie.
Yeah, let's get right to it.
All right, cool. So we're going to talk about bonus pages first. So this is when you have a bonus package, a bonus offer. So for instance, if you're promoting, say, Tribe, which is coming up. By the way, if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/what's up, I'm throwing Robbie for a loop there. We didn't plan this one. I don't have this in my nose. I got to type that out. He's going to put it up on your screen. mattmcwilliams.com/what's up. We've got our recommended programs page. The Tribe affiliate launch started this week, and it is rocking. We're like 4.5, 5 times up year over year. Conversions are insane. Guys, like this is going to be amazing. So let's just say that you're promoting that and you're putting together a bonus page, a bonus package. What does that page look like? Well, I'm going to start up here. Let's move this a little bit without disconnecting it. So we got up at the top, we got our headline. All right. Our headline is super simple. The headline is simply going to say, mine would say like Matt McWilliams Tribe bonus package or Matt McWilliams bonus package for Tribe. It doesn't need to be something where it's like is it the super duper diddly duper, bada bing, bada boom, bonus pack. You don't need to come up with a creative name unless you really have one. If you call your audience something, so for instance, if you call, we have a friend of mine, her audience, she calls them the lovely ladies. So if she would not put her name, she would put like exclusive bonus package, tribe bonus package for my lovely ladies. That would be a great headline. But you don't have to spend, I always recommend spending like 10, 15 minutes sometimes coming up with the headline. This is not one where you come up with like a really catchy headline. You don't need to spend 10, 15 minutes. It'll take you like 45 seconds. It should come to you like that. Then we've got our sub headline, our sub H there. This sub headline is where you kind of say what it is in maybe a sentence. So the headline would be something like Matt, tribe bonus package for, or Matt McWilliams tribe bonus package. The sub headline would be $9,237 in exclusive bonuses for people who buy Stu McLaren's tribe experience through my affiliate link. It's a sub headline. Now, I might have here an image or possibly a video here. For instance, what I would probably put here, I probably would put a video because I did a video where, I'll let you know a little secret. The video that I do is basically just me reading what's on the page on these things. You don't have to do that. Or it could be, maybe we'll do a picture of me and Stu. There's Stu. There's me. Neither of us have legs. So we'll do that. I think my wife's in that picture. And apparently her head is twice as large as either one of ours. Don't tell her about this, please. That's bad. Do not screenshot this and send it to her and say that's what your husband thinks of your head. But, that would be a picture I would use. Definitely in this case, you would have Stu doing Stu face. If you don't know what Stu face is, well, let's have to look it up. Just look up hashtag Stu face. All right. Then we'll put a little disclaimer here. You can read that just says disc for disclaimer. That just says something to the effect of when you purchase through my affiliate link, you're going to get access to these bonuses. When you purchase through my affiliate link, I get a small commission. That does not change, whether or not I endorse this product, blah, blah, blah. All right. So that's the top of the page. That's the, I would say on a 17-inch laptop monitor, that's going to come down to about halfway down the first screen. Okay. So it's definitely above the fold. Now you might have a little line break there, but we're going to have another headline that's why you love the product. Okay. And then over here, we're going to have a picture. Now this picture could be of you. It could be of your membership. It could be your membership logo. It could be somebody using whatever you think best represents this, right? Represents your audience, represents what's happening here. This is what the headline here is all about. And this is why you love the product. So we're going to put a little heart there. In fact, we're going to color the heart in because I feel like it. So we got a little heart there. It's why you love the product. Then right here, we're going to put some sentences, some text. Why do you love this, this product? I love this product because I purchased it because people sometimes, it's not always about where are you now because of the product. It's about where were you? This is a good place potentially to even put in some of your doubts. You may be where I was 2 years ago when I first purchased this product. I had my doubts about whether or not this product would work. I questioned whether it was worth the expense. But you're going to list here why it worked. Then you're going to talk about what you were able to do as a result. What results did you get? What's like the most incredible? What's your favorite thing about this product? Then we're going to have a subheadline about why you're giving away bonuses. Why am I giving away bonuses to convince you to purchase this product? And so this right here is your main goal right here is to talk about why you're incentivizing them, right? Why your bonuses are actually going to help them. Are they going to help them do it faster, make it easier, save them some money in the process? Is there something about your bonuses, and this goes into like the psychology of bonuses, is there something about your bonuses that they need this bonus with your audience. They need this bonus before they get to the thing they're about to buy. Okay. Or do you feel like your audience, maybe when they purchase the course, there's another piece afterwards? So a good example of that is, let's talk about membership sites. We're going to use Stu's because it's going on right now. I'm not saying you need to promote Stu or anything, although you should, and we're running it, by the way. So I highly recommend it if you want to see how it launches. Let's say you've got, your audience is, I got to, this one we had yesterday. We did an affiliate training yesterday, and the lady was talking about her audience is primarily women who have money mindset issues. If you have money mindset issues, you can't even conceive of building a $25,000 a month recurring revenue from a membership site. So you got to get them to that point. That's the kind of the before point. On the flip side of that, okay, you've got people who maybe, let's say you primarily teach people how to do LinkedIn marketing. They learn how to build a membership site. They learn, a little bit about the marketing, but your thing teaches them specifically how to promote a membership site on LinkedIn. They learn how to build a membership site. So that's everything up to, this should all come down slightly below the fold of the original screen that they pull up. So let's go on and talk about what happens next, what's below. So then a headline that basically says, here's everything you get when you going to write IMG, and then like a kind of like a sub headline size that you say what the product is worth, or say what the product is, the value's over there. That's a $sign and 2 X's. This should never be worth like $37, by the way. Not on like $1,000 plus products. And then some text here. And then you could either do a link right here to purchase, like a text link, or do a button here to purchase. Okay. And so in here, what you're going to do is describe the bonus and why it's relevant. And I like to just typically write a sentence saying, hey, like, let's say it's the before thing. You may be thinking, I'm not ready to start a membership. I'm not ready to launch a product. I'm not ready to run a triathlon, whatever it is. So you're not ready for that. This is the thing to do before, right? This is the thing that's going to get them in that right mindset. That's what this bonus is. Then you'll describe, what it actually is. So if it's 8 coaching calls, you're going to group 8 coaching calls. Here's what we'll meet every week on Fridays after, at the end of each week of the tribe experience, and we'll meet for an hour and I'll take all of your questions and we'll help, we'll mastermind together. Link to buy. Now,
we've seen this be super effective. It's always effective at addressing those objections to whatever is blocking somebody from buying a course, a product, whatever it happens to be. And you've done lots of trainings on that before, as far as bonus packages and all of that.
So then you just keep this going, and you could either do, the image could always be on the left, or, you can, separate them a little bit, go with your headline here, your thing here, and then a text link or a button there, and you can kind of alternate. I'm suddenly Australian. You can alternate left and right, images. Doesn't really matter exactly how you do that. Now, I mentioned over here the value. The key there is you need to offer a value. If you sell it on your website for $997, then the value is $997. Okay. If you don't sell it anywhere on your website, you've created this bonus, or it's like coaching, then assign a reasonable but usually pretty high value to it. What would you sell it for? So what would 8 hours of small group coaching cost with you? I can tell you right now, that would be $2,000 value in a heartbeat, $250, per small group coaching call, without question. Most people undervalue their time. Most people, it's small group coaching, and I'm going to sell 10, so there's going to be 10 people in the call. I'll put the value. I'll say it's worth $300. Really? 8 hours of your time is worth $300? No, it's not. because they're paying for access to your experience. They're paying for access to your wisdom. I had a guy the other day. In fact, Robbie, I haven't told you yet, but we just signed up a new client today. And he's the one that said to me a few weeks ago, I was telling him the whole, you're paying for my, experience. He said, yeah, I'm paying so that I don't have to make the 5 years of mistakes that you made when you started out, because you know all the mistakes and you know the system. He said, I'm
That's
paying
awesome.
so that in 6 months I can be where it took you 5.5 years to get to. And I said, okay, you just sold yourself on this. But that's exactly right. And so you just keep adding bonuses. Then I'm going to just erase one of those. So at the end of your bonuses, you've got your last bonus here. You want to have a headline that says total bonus amount. That's your headline. And then you want to put, something that says total amount. And we'll just say that our total was $5,612, just for argument's sake. We want a countdown timer. So a little countdown timer, if you haven't seen those, typically be days, hours, minutes, and seconds. We'll have a countdown timer to when this offer expires, and then a final call to action, something along the lines of, what are you waiting for? Or, what's my next move? Your next move is to click below. So we'll write some text here that tells them what to do. And then we'll have one final CTA button that they can click to purchase the product. That takes them right over to the sales page for whatever product you're selling. And so that, my friends,
I'd like to point out, just for everybody that, if somebody's new, that button is your affiliate link. Okay.
Yes.
That they will opt in through your affiliate link. They will go purchase through that link, and afterward, you'll get a list of all your buyers from the affiliate manager. They'll send those to you, and that's how you'll deliver your bonuses.
Yep. And if they don't, you do this. You reach out and ask for it. All right, let's talk about a review post next. So this is a post that you're going to put on your website. It doesn't have to be a post per se. It could be a page if you're on WordPress. The terminology doesn't matter. But this is a product review post, okay? If you need some guidance on actually like all the techniques of writing a review post, that is considerably more than we have time to get into today. But Robbie can drop a link. We've got a free guide where we walk you through, because the key is you don't want this post just to convert. Like, you don't just want it to take people and convince them to buy. You actually have to attract visitors. And so we do that through SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. So we want our post to show up in the Google, as my mother-in-law said. She said, "What do I put into the Google?" Oh man.
One thing I'd like to point out too with this is, I just wrote a review post for my own stuff last week, and just yesterday you and I talked about it, and in a clean browser tab on your computer, not connected to me in any way, that post ranked within the top 15, right under Apple, Google, the actual product itself, and a massive review site. Yeah. And so, like, these techniques,
the third-ranked review of the product, only behind two massive corporations.
And that was in less than a week. So the template works, the SEO works. You just have to follow the system.
I mean, like, in all seriousness, I'm not. This is not like a self-serving statement. I mean, it is, but it's not. In all seriousness, when you wrote that review, you pretty much just followed what I taught you. Like,
I literally used the templates. I was putting the templates together that we're sharing today, and I was like, oh, I should just do this with my review post. And I just followed it because I was curious, like, okay, what kind of traction can we show people? 7 days, top 15 ranked.
Yeah,
so
and more important than top, because again, like you said, this particular review that you did, it's for an app. I mean, effectively, really, even though it's a website, but it's for an app.
Yeah.
The ones above you are like you said, they're Apple, Google Play, Pop Sugar. There's another Product Hunt.
And then the app itself.
There's the app itself, a Reddit thread. I mean, I just like everybody's heard of those websites, and I don't mean this in an offensive way, but then all of a sudden, like number 12 is RobbieMiles.com. The cool thing about that is you go.
Oh, we might have.
They're not going to click on. There was like another one. They're not going to probably click on the Reddit thread or any. It says you're the second or third one that anybody searching that would even legitimately click on. And that's after 7 days. Like it's only going to go up from there. So guys, this works. What I'm about to teach you works. Now grab the guide though to learn kind of the mechanics of it. I'm just going to walk you through the template. So of course at the top, we've got our title as we always do. This is one that you do want to spend time on. The key parts of the title, you absolutely want the product name in the title. I almost feel like, do I really have to say that? Yes, I do. You can't write a review and it's like my favorite. Let's pick something. Let's pick a product that I'm gonna. I don't even know, Robbie. I'm like drawing a blank. My favorite. What are those things called? The thermal mugs that we use, the Yetis. You know.
Oh, so yeah.
If this is a review of a Yeti mug, we'll use this. What is this called? I don't even know. This is a thermo flask. These things are these are better than Yetis. These things are amazing. Thermo flask. This is my endorsement. Thermo flask. I have a bonus package. I really don't. And thermo flask. Give me $100. Okay. So if I'm doing a review of thermo flask, I wouldn't say my favorite thermal, water bottle. Review of my favorite. Who's searching for review of? I mean, some people do, but no. I want to rank for this word right here. And so I'm going to put like full review of thermo flask. I might even go so far as to say the 40-ounce version because that's what people are looking for. Thermo flask review, full review of 30 thermo flask review. Now, if you're offering bonuses plus exclusive bonuses, and I might even put a dollar amount. Now, if you want to kind of push the limits a little bit, and this gets into the area where it could hurt you SEO wise a little bit, but it also get you more clicks. So it's like, and I've done this and I've ranked really high and gotten a lot more clicks. It's like, don't buy the thermo flask, don't buy a thermo flask thermos until you've read my full review. I've got the word review. I've got the name of the product in. When I don't buy until you've read, kind of catchy, right? And I've done that very successfully and it's worked. So then we're going to have our intro paragraph. So this is our intro paragraph. We'll then typically have an image of some sort. This image, I mean, it could be a million different things. It could be a product image. It could be an image of you using the product or with the product creator. So again, if we go back to Tribe, I'd probably use that similar image to what I use on my bonus page. It could be a representation of the problem that they have without the product. I mean, there's all kinds of things. We typically use a template that we created in Canva that has the logo of the product and says something along the lines of, is such and such really worth the money? And then at the bottom it says, the short answer is yes. I'll show you why, and also how to get over $5,912 in exclusive bonuses. Then below that, we'll have a little call out box that's typically just like slightly, it's like a light gray. It doesn't really stand out that much. And that's got our disclaimer where I'll say something like, I'm an affiliate of, I'm an affiliate of Thermo Flask. This does not affect what I share in this review in any way, shape, or form. It does, however, mean that if you purchase a Thermo Flask through my link, I get a tiny commission. I get a small commission, not enough to retire to Tahiti, but and then I say something like, it also means you'll get exclusive bonuses worth up to $5,912. And then I have a link that says click here to skip to the bonuses. Actually, so if that's really what they came for, they'll skip down. Then we have our table of contents. Robbie, could you tell a little bit about how we do those in WordPress? Because I actually don't know how.
Yeah, we actually tested this out, and this allowed us to rank higher faster
Yeah,
because Google indexes the different heading levels within your post. So
I
this is
didn't even
just
know
a
that. I'm like an
yeah,
SEO expert, and I did not know that until I noticed it, like just randomly one day.
right, and that's when we went out and we use a plugin within WordPress for this. I think it's called Easy Table of Contents or something like that. There's several of them, and you can literally all you do is you just click the button that says Add a Table of Contents, and then you pick which heading size or multiple heading size if you want to have a really detailed one. We're still experimenting with what works best, but just generally picking those subheadings throughout the post, and it adds a kind of at the beginning if somebody just wants to know, okay, is this guy for real?
Yeah.
And they can go down, they can scroll right to my part of the post or your part of the post that says, here's what I don't like about this product, and they can go straight there, see if it lines up, and then lead them down the page to your bonuses and everything. So it's super simple way to rank better and make it more user friendly.
Yeah, and you touched on that. What's not good about the product? That's going to be part of this. And again, make sure you get the guide. I explain why you need to include that in your review. But mainly, it's just a trust. It's a trust thing. So then we'll have the table of contents that allows them to skip. We mentioned, I mentioned earlier this new thing that many of you got an email about a little earlier this week. Sorry, you couldn't give me money to purchase our new thing. It's not ready yet, but it's so close that in this we'll actually have the ability to easily create a table of contents as well. And when I say easily create, I mean if you use this WordPress plugin or use our system, it's clicking a button. Like if you can move a mouse and physically click on a button on a website, you can create a table of contents like that. So then below that, we'll have a video. Okay, we'll have a video here. Here's a little tip. This video review will show up on YouTube. And as you know, YouTube is owned by Google. I know, newsflash, they bought them like 15 years ago. It's owned by Google 20 years ago, I think now. And those videos will show up in search results when people search for such and such product review. You might even rank like around 5th and 6th and 7th are often videos. You could have the top ranked video. Embedding this gets you a couple of points. So we embed the review here. It's also an opportunity. People are reading through this and they just want to watch a quick video about it. Little tip here. The video, I kid you not, my script for the video is the blog post. I read the blog post effectively. I ad lib a little bit, of course. I'm good at that. But pretty much the entire script is me reading the blog post. So, the headline might say, what's not good about such and such. And I wouldn't just say, I wouldn't finish the last sentence and go, what's not good about such and such, and then start. No, I'd be like, okay, so next, let's talk about what's not good about, this product. And then I would basically go into the script from there. So you have a video. Let's erase that and move back up. So the next thing we're going to do, next thing after the video is another headline. This headline is basically the, what the heck is this product? Like, what is the product? Who created it? So if we're doing Tribe, I'd be like, who the heck is Stu McLaren? And what's the deal with this Tribe product? And then I would write a little bit about Stu. So a little bit of text there, maybe do an image of Stu. We'll do Stu face because he's always got, there's Stu face. We'll do a little Stu face. It's the best stick figure of Stu face I can do. It's kind of like the guy on Scream, if you remember that. We'll do that. I'll describe a little bit about my experience with Tribe. I bought Tribe, 3 years ago, went through it like, 2 years ago, created a membership site, blah, blah, blah. We'll go through that. Then we'll have some sub headlines. Like, what do I like, what's the number one thing I love about, this product? So we'll have like, number one, I like it. Number two, I like it for this reason. And, however many that, if you have 5 reasons why you like something, then list 5 things. One of the keys that you want to do in here, though, is look at a 17-inch monitor. If you don't have a 17-inch, most laptops are about 17 inches. If you don't have a 17-inch laptop, you've only got a 15 or you've only got a bigger one, then just ballpark it. Like on my 22 and no, these are like 26. The 26-inch monitors, I just drag it up a little bit. Just drag the corners of the browser to about what I think is a set. I'm not exact. What you don't want to do is have an entire screen of nothing but text. Like even people without ADD, you weirdos out there that don't have ADD, who reads an entire screen in a row of text? Like, no, we need something that breaks it up. And it could be as simple as like, this image here that just comes in, cuts the text in a little bit, moves people down. It could be that when you're listing one of these things in here that you like about the course or you like about the product, that you show an image in here. And it doesn't have to be an image that goes across the whole page. It could be an image that just kind of cuts in to the text a little bit. Sometimes cut in from the left, sometimes cut in from the right. It's up to you, but just break up the text a little bit. It could even be as simple as we'll break up the text a little bit in our reviews when the product's not available. If they're doing a launch, we'll break it up here and say, we'll put a little box in between the text that just says Tribe is not currently available. Click here to be notified when it is, and we'll build a list of people who want to be notified when Tribe is available. But because that box is a different color, has a border around it, it kind of just breaks up the text a little bit. So that's the section on, basically the who the heck is so-and-so and what the heck is this product. Next, we want to talk about what's not good. Because we've already talked about what we love about it. We just talked about like what's amazing about this product. That can be a headline in and of itself. What I love about Tribe, what I love about what is this calling it? Thermo Flask. I've had this for 6 months, I don't even know what it's called. What I love about the thermal flask. I don't even know what those are called. Water bottle, thermal water bottle, right? But we want to talk about what's not good about it. Be honest. So you just literally say, number one, so this is not the case anymore. Here, I'll list this. Number one, I got to be honest. This thing right here is a pain in the butt when you clean it and take the little rubber thing out. It's a pain in the butt to get it back on. I mean, it really is. Like I have another one that just goes and I'm on. This one takes me like 15, 20 seconds. Now, that's not the end of the world, except I fill it up 8 times a day. I drink an astronomical amount of water. And speaking of which, it's still cold. Thank you, Thermo Flask. No, like I would legitimately say that right there. This material, not super durable. Like I can, if I squeeze hard enough, I can get it to go in a little bit. I have another one that's just like it, and I dropped it maybe from, I don't know, 7 feet up, and now it's like the leaning tower of water bottle. It's
I was just gonna say.
I mean, it's just and I wrote, so I would write about that in the review. I would say those are the 2 things. Honestly, I can't stand. I really can't stand. I have another one that's not thermoflask, and the thing in this thing, the part up here is made of silicone. You know what? It always kind of just smells like bad breath. Like it's not mine. I'm not even one used to. Don't say like, oh, it's because you have halitosis, Matt. I don't. It just like after about 12 hours of using it, the silicone just smells weird. So I would write about that in my review if I really recommended it other than that, and then I would actually say, okay, what do you do? What's the solution to that? Is there a solution to fix the thing? So in that particular case, the solution is you just need to wash the top every single day. You've got to wash it every single day, and once a week, soak it in some lemon oil with water for 5 or 10 minutes, or some lemon juice or something. That's the solution. So give a solution, but just be honest if there are things wrong with it. If the course, if you say, you know what, the reality is the first 3 modules of this course are really beginner. So here's what you do. You use the what's not good about it to actually possibly even turn into a good thing. Because you're saying they're really, really beginner. And so for some of you, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. Well, you you give the solution, which is I would recommend watching them, or I would recommend downloading the audio and just listening to them. I don't think you need to watch those. You gave your audience a solution. But the people who are really, really beginner are going, well, that's actually a good thing. See how you win either way. You gave a solution to overcome the problem for a certain group of your people, but the other side's going, heck yeah. So you've got these headlines, right? You're going to list what's not good, what's not good about it. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Again, somewhere in here, you're going to have a representative image or 2 that just breaks up the text. All right. The next section is we'll put who is it for? Who is it for and who is it not for?
Not
okay?
for.
So who is it for? Write a sentence here that kind of describes why this matters. All right. Like, why does it matter who it's for and who it's not for? I'm going to share with you who this is for and who it's not for. And then we're going to go down and describe the ideal customer. We might have an image that represents that ideal customer. So this product is for local service professionals such as doctors, and then we'll list in bullet points doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, dentists, massage therapists, and so on and so forth, right? And then over here, we might have a representative image of 1 or 2 of those, that would basically show us who it's not for or who it is for. Next, who it's not for. So we'll put who it's not for is the next headline down there. This is important because we want to be honest and say, this is not for you if you are blank. If the course is advanced, this is not for you if you are an abject beginner. Like if you are still using Windows 98, this course is not for you. Okay. This water bottle is not for you if you need to carry your water bottle around all day long. It's cumbersome. Like when I go on walks, I go on this, and I take this with me. I go on a walk, and I find it's a mile loop. I put this on a behind a bench that's there, and I don't even carry it with me. Every mile I come around, take a few sips, and then keep going because I don't want to carry this thing. It's heavy. That's one of the downsides I would say of it. Is it's heavy, and I just want people to know that. So I'd say this is not for you if you're constantly needing to, carry it around. It's not for you if you don't have a good place to put it. It just really is not for you. Tribe is not for you if blank. If you don't even know your niche, you have no concept of what you would even be in, it's probably a little bit too advanced for you. And so I then also use the who it's not for to make some challenges. Like I would not challenge people to buy a $25 water bottle. Like it's not for you if you don't drink water, or if you prefer lukewarm temperature of your liquid. Like seriously, I wouldn't buy this. It's a waste of money. You can have lukewarm temperature in a glass. Which is, I actually know people who are like that, by the way. They're like, I can't stand lukewarm water. I love ice cold water. There's nothing better on earth. Lukewarm water is disgusting. So if you like lukewarm water, you're just wrong. And moving on. So I'll use this. Yeah. What's that?
Nothing. We don't need to argue science right now.
I know the science, though. I actually do. I just think it's disgusting.
I know.
and Gwen, I don't know if Gwen's on, but Gwen can argue with me all she wants. And
she is. Yeah.
Lukewarm water with lemon. I know it's healthier. I don't care. And so we'll use this as like a challenge. So we'll say, this is not for people who aren't willing to take the time to be successful. This is not for people who are unwilling to make the money investment. Or like, I would even say, this is not for you if you were going to go into further debt to purchase it. Okay. This is not for you if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme. This is not for you if you don't want to achieve whatever result it is. Like if you're selling a weight loss product, this is not for you if you're not willing to put in the hard work. And part of you is saying you want to rule out people who end up getting into it and going, this is too hard for me. And part of you is like, you're not going to put in the hard work. And what are they saying to themselves? I'm going to do it. You just watch me. I'm going to purchase this I'm going to show you. Like, and so it actually works. Then we go into so that's got some stuff there. What's included. So we got our what's included section. I'm actually going to move this up here So in the what's included section, this is the point where you get to talk a little nerdy. So we got our what's included. And so we might have an image that represents, something. It could be, if it's a course, it could literally be a screenshot, ask permission, but most of them don't mind. This is what's included. Module 1 covers this. Module 2 covers this. What's included with this water bottle is a water bottle. Maybe you talked about the fact that it has this grippy thing at the bottom. I don't know. Probably not the best example, but like with a microphone, when you purchase this microphone, you get the microphone, you get the what are these things called? Windscreens, you get the pop filter, you get 2 different stands. That's a what's included section. And I would have a picture representing that. And so you might have some text there, and then some text here, and then a full image, and then, some text, and then maybe a right image and stuff like that. And you're just going to build out the what's included section. I think it's lastly. No, I'm trying to think. No, there's like maybe 2 more. We're going to talk about the risk. So this is our guarantee. Okay. We're going to put a headline that basically says, what's the risk in purchasing this? We're going to reiterate the benefits. So we're going to talk about the benefits again. We're going to talk about the benefits. We're going to talk about the authority of the product creator, if applicable. If it's not applicable, it doesn't matter. And we're going to talk here about the guarantee / I can't write today, return policy. Yeah, y'all are just going to have to trust that's what I actually wrote, because that's terrible. And so we're going to talk about you have a 14-day trial. You can go through this entire course for 14 days. And if it doesn't work for you, you can return it. Okay. Then at the end, we're going to tell our story. All right. This is, we'll just call this the how I used it. So we'll reiterate, here's where I was. Oh, sad face. I was in a picture of you. This is where I was before the product. And I write about that. And here's where I am today. Super happy, super fit, drinking lots of water, have a successful membership site, whatever it is. This is your opportunity to have basically a testimonial. This entire section down here is basically the second to last thing. You take that bonus page template that we just talked about, bonus number 1, bonus number 2, bonus number 3, so on and so forth. You basically clone that entire section. You total up the bonus value, just like we talked about. So literally from here down is the bonus page template. So you're taking the bonus page template, putting it at the end of a product review. And then one last key, give them a way to contact you. This is important at the end. Still have questions? We give them the ability to live chat and ask questions. And we also we tell them to text my Google Voice number. That just goes to my email. So I don't have to, they're not getting my cell phone number. And we encourage them, we tell them, we're not going to answer if you call, but text questions. Usually in any given product review, if it's for a launch type thing, we'll get a couple of questions. We'll get a couple of texts. I can tell you about 80% of those people buy, because usually the question they have is pretty straightforward. So we're going to talk about 2 more templates. These will both move a lot faster because that's the product review is a massive page, right? If you go to mattmcwilliams.com/templates, and Robbie will put that up on your screen, mattmcwilliams.com/templates, you can download all of these templates and have them right there for your use. What I would do is if you have 2 monitors, if you don't, maybe if you have an iPad or something, and I'd have the template open on one screen and I'd have your page creator open on the other, and I would just be going back and forth, and I would create these templates. And then Robbie, I don't even know the link, but if you're interested in getting on the wait list,
this templates it'll put them right on the wait list for it. Because we know that anybody who wants these templates, if you don't want to just copy from a PDF, quite frankly, as nice as it is of you to give all these stuff away, like it's kind of a pain in the rear. So we're gonna just
And
put them on that list so that they can be the first to know when your special thing comes out, and the templates are just like plug and play.
sweet. So we'll let you know. You guys will be the first to know. Well, except for all the people who opened the email we accidentally sent on Monday or listened to the podcast episode we released on Tuesday. We jumped the gun. But that's just how
I don't
excited
think
we are.
you've seen that page that I built yet. Oops, Matt jumped the gun.
Oh yeah, we're just so stinking excited about it that oops. All right. So the last one we're going to talk about, because we're not going to talk about comparison stuff. We'll talk about that another time. Just in the interest of time here. So the last thing we're going to talk about is a resources page template. If you need help creating a resources page and understanding kind of like the background on this, Robbie will put up on the screen and in the comments. It's mattmcwilliams.com/resources page. You can download my guide to creating a resources page. So it walks you through a lot more of the psychology behind it, the reasons behind it, how it works, and all that, like how to create a really good one, mistakes to avoid, things to look for. But I'm just going to walk you through the template here. Again, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. I hope I made this clear with templates, is we're taking the best practices that other people have learned, sometimes through a decade plus of screwing stuff up. And then they found the thing that works. And now you just get to go copy it. Good artists copy, great artists steal. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time because I'm the one that said it. That's why it's my favorite quote. Not really the person who said that. It was Pablo Picasso. There's a joke there, of course. So grab the guide and then just watch here. So what we're going to put up, we're going to have up at the top, we're going to have our header image, right? And that header image, the image needs to represent what the heck's going on this page. Okay. So if you're in gardening, then the header image is probably going to be a beautiful garden, for instance, gardening tools, right? If the header image is online marketing, if you're in online marketing, my header image, I think, is like a keyboard and a mouse and, maybe, I don't know, something like that. I mean, look at our page in, a month, but it's something like that. If you are with, if you're a lawyer, if you have your audience is lawyers, then it probably shows a courtroom, image up at the top, and it says something like, resources or my toolbox, something like that. I like it to be a little bit the more I've studied this, and in fact, this is one of the updates we're going to make, because we're redoing our resources page. We're going to make this update. I don't like it to be the fact that it's my toolbox. This isn't what Matt uses and what's best for Matt. It's about what's best for you. And a lot of people do ask me, like, what microphone do you use? What camera do you use? What funnel page creation software do you use? What do you use for this? What do you use? That's great. But it's more about what's best for you. There are some products that we use that I think are best for you. There are other products that we use that are not best for you. They are either too advanced or too expensive for a beginner, or they don't cover the needs that you have. They're missing a piece that you need, in your business, or they have too many pieces and you can go get basically the same thing for half the price. So it's not about my toolbox. It's really about what resources are best. Then I just have some text here that says, this is my toolbox page, or these are my favorite tools for such and such, for growing a business, for gardening, for being an attorney, whatever. I'll then have my disclaimer. And that just, that basically just says something along the lines of, I'm an affiliate for many of the products below. Okay. That does not affect what I share. If you purchase some of the products below, some of them are, I even say this, like some are affiliate links, some are not. One of the things we talk about in the guide, the most important thing about this page, it's not about what makes you the most money. It's about what serves your audience the best. And so I say, here's the guide, here's the disclaimer, right? And if you purchase, I'm going to make some money, and then I have links here. We'll just say links. I would suggest doing this if you have more than 2 categories. If you only have 2 categories, you probably don't need links linking down, because it's not going to take up that much space. But I've got, off the top of my head, I've got like tools to grow your business, tools to communicate with your team, tools to launch your product, tools to manage affiliates, tools for affiliate marketing, tools for email marketing, tools for recording podcasts, tools for, video. I've got 8 categories that I can think of. There's probably a 9th and a 10th. That's a lot of categories. And if you're on this page and it's like you just have to keep scrolling, that's annoying. So if you click the link for tools for podcasting, boom, just takes you straight down to the podcasting, the podcast tools section of the page. If you click the video one, of course, it'll take you to the video one. So then each section has a category name up at the top, category name, and then I list 3 products across. I am not going to be offended if you only do 2. Especially if you have 4 products in a category, then I would not go 2 and then 1 and form a triangle. I would go 2 and 2, and they'll be slightly different size images. If you've got 5 products, then I'd probably go 3, 2, whatever. It doesn't really matter. That's not the point. But I've got an image. I've got under each of the images, I have a product name. Now this image, what should the image be? Again, it could be a logo. It could be you using the product. So if I'm doing the thermo flask, I probably would have me drinking from the thermo flask. In fact, if anybody wants to take a picture and then we'll, use that, I'm going to take a drink from my thermo flask. It's like the thermo flask Facebook Live.
$100.
Oh, such good cold water, and it doesn't smell like bad breath, like the Take You does. Take that, Take You. We'll have a 2 to 4 sentence description of what the heck it is, why I like it, if I do, if I'm actually using it, or how it helped me in the past, or what I've heard about it and how it's going to help them. And in there, I kind of essentially almost it's like a miniature product review. And I effectively say, answer the questions of who is this for and who is it not for in like one sentence. So if I'm promoting, we'll just use Tribe as an example again. Tribe is membership experts, Stu McLaren's, let me think of like industry leading course on creating recurring revenue with membership sites. It's perfect for any platform builder who is interested in building recurring revenue, who's tired of the product launch cycle and wants to build recurring revenue in their business. I'm trying to think of what else I might add. Oh, it helped us start our own membership site, Affiliate Insider Monthly, and is responsible for more than $250,000 in revenue for our company. And then below that, I'm going to have a big old button that says learn more or click here to purchase. If you have a full product review, especially if it's a more expensive thing, then this button here could link to that product review. And then we're just going to, that's the title, the description, and the buttons. We're just going to have those on each. And then we're going to have our next category. And we're going to repeat all of that again. Now, the cool thing is in your product, in your resources page, you can have a paid product, right? You can have things that you're an affiliate of. You can have things that are free. For instance, if you go to my toolbox page, mattmcwilliams.com/toolbox, we recommend Infusionsoft right now. We're going to stop recommending that very soon for obvious reasons because we're creating a direct competitor. I tell people all the time, Infusionsoft is not bad. It's the best out there right now. It's the best out there until September, baby. And then we're going to, dominate them. But it's free. I don't have an affiliate relationship with them. So if you go there, I shouldn't say it's free. I don't make any money. On that page also, you'll find some of our stuff. I don't make any money off those directly, but I do gain subscribers. So recommend the products that are going to best serve your audience, whether or not you're getting paid like as a sponsor, you're getting paid as an affiliate, they pay you nothing. They can pay you, I think, what's the one I'm thinking of? Canva. I'm not an affiliate for Canva, but every time somebody purchases Canva through us, which you can do on my toolbox page, by the way, every time you sign up for Canva, I get credits. So we don't really pay for Canva anymore. And that's great. I think it's the same way with something else where we just don't pay for it anymore. Um, that's fine too. Or it's your own stuff. The goal is to serve your audience with this page. So, guys, grab the download. Robbie, I don't know if we have any questions, but grab the download, mattmcwilliams.com/templates. Walks through all of these. And Robbie, do we have any questions?
The only one I see here is Drew Burks asks.
What's up, dude?
He wants to beta test the new system, so head on over to mattmcwilliams.com/templates.
Yeah.
And we'll add you to the wish list, the early bird wait list.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
It's we just saw a walkthrough of it. Like, yeah, and if I would have been in Indiana, I would have strapped Matt to his chair.
It was good. Guys, we're not doing this to build the second best or the third best. We're not doing this to build a $10 million. I mean, the company was already about a $10, $15 million a year company. We're not doing that to do this. We're doing it to completely dominate the industry. We're doing it to make it easier, make everything faster, make everything better. Like, I'll give you an example. Like when you're doing that review post, I can make it easier and faster by plugging some stuff in for you, but I can also help you do it better by showing you that, like, there are things. You would even be the first to say this, Robbie. Inevitably, anytime you write a review post, you forget one thing, right? Probably.
Oh, every time.
In fairness, we do the same thing. We forget to do one thing. It's going to be really hard to forget to do anything because the page template itself will tell you what to do. Like, and if I'll give you an example in the review post thing. And if you guys get the guide on creating review posts that walks you through kind of this, but I'll give you one thing. You need to name your images correctly, because there's two things about the image. Google is using that image name and the alt text to identify what this page is about. So if the name of your image is screenshot2.png and the alt text is image of guy eating taco, Google is using that to say it's a screenshot of a guy eating a taco. What on God's green earth does that have to do with, say, buying Tribe, a review of the Tribe experience? And I don't know why you would have an image of a guy eating taco, but or it could just be, say, like image of Stu eating a taco. And there's a reason why you put in there. That doesn't give you any SEO value. But if you name the image and again, this is an image of a guy eating a taco, right? If you name the image Stu-McLaren-Tribe-Experience-Review- bonuses.png, and then you put as the alt text full review of Stu McLaren's Tribe experience plus bonuses. It's a little bit of a point. Now, is that going to be worth being second on Google versus 10th? No. But that could be the difference between being 7th and 8th. And then the next thing could be the difference between being 6th and 7th. And the next thing could be the difference between being 5th and 6th. Well, if you upload an image and don't give it any alt text, and it's called screenshot2.png, we're going to remind you, hey, you need to name this image properly. And you need to give it some alt text. Now, of course, you have the ability to be like, nah, I don't know if I like doing that. But why would you? You're writing a review post. The whole objective of the review post is to rank high on Google. So that's the kind of stuff. Nobody's doing that. There is not a single system out there that exists like this. And you can tell I'm excited. And yes, I'm totally trying to convince you to, that we want you to get on board with this because it's going to be amazing. We're also building the world's greatest affiliate system. I'm telling you right now, I've shown the stuff to some other people. I've told them what's in it. There's literally nothing that's even on the same planet as what we're offering. It's my dream list that I've been making for 16 years of everything I want in an affiliate system, but couldn't have because, nothing out there exists like this. And so we worked with them. We're creating something amazing. You guys are going to love it. So again, go grab the templates. You can start using those now with whatever you're using, and you'll be the first to know to get on that wait list. So mattmcwilliams.com/templates, guys. Robbie, anything else we need to cover, or I think we're...
Oh man, I think you went through everything. You explained everything. So with that, I think we're good. Thanks for
right.
joining us, everybody. It's been
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. Thank you guys. And remember,